Today I'm going to be making my better than boxed brownies from a box in this kitchen in the box mixer. Clearly I should have chosen a different recipe. In this video, I'm going to show you what comes in the box, demo it for you, and give you my honest opinion. The seller did send this to us in exchange for a video. However, all of the views and opinions in this video are my own. In the box, you are going to have this gorgeous candy apple red. It comes in other colors, but I really love the candy apple red mixer. You're going to have a whisk attachment, a dough hook, a paddle attachment. It comes with a spatula, also red, the instruction manual. You have a flour guard or a splash spill guard, and then you have a really nice stainless steel bowl that we are going to wash before we use. I'm going to be using the paddle attachment today, and to get this on, I first want to tilt this back, and you're just going to pull this towards you. Hold on to the front because it is spring-loaded and it goes aggressively backwards. So slide this on so it goes over the pegs, and then twist it to lock it into place. Next, we'll put our bowl in, and to lock it, you just turn it until it's locked into place and doesn't move anywhere. Now this mixer has a really strong suction cups on the bottom. I can't move it without an extreme amount of force. So this is really, really nice and stable, at least when it's not running. So we'll see how stable it is when it is running. Now you need to pull this lever forward to push this top part down again, and then that's locked into place. I don't want to use the splash guard today because I'm not making anything super splashy, but this has to go above the attachment if you want to use the splash guard. I'm going to be making a double batch today, and so I'm going to use 2 boxes of brownie mix. I always replace the vegetable oil with coconut oil. If you have not tried this, you really, really should. It's delicious. I also add a splash of vanilla and a pinch of organic instant freeze-dried coffee. That just brings out the chocolate flavor and the salted caramel flavor on top. You'll also need 2 eggs. 1 if you're making a single batch, but I'm doing a double batch, so we're gonna need 2. I don't have anything in the bowl just yet, but what I wanna show you is this is actually lit up. There's like an LED in here, and that's super cool. I'm going to mute this part because it is very, very loud, but it has settings 1 through 10, and then there are multiple settings in between each number. So for example, you have 1 low, 1 medium, 1 high, 2 low, 2 medium, 2 high. I actually really like that, but it is very, very loud.
Sounds like it's got some power.
If you really want to whip some cream, I think this would probably whip cream in about 3 seconds. That might be an exaggeration, but it does have a lot of power on the high setting, like a lot. There is a small gap between the paddle attachment and the bowl, which is normal. This gap seems to be a little smaller than my other mixer that I typically use, and I like that because the smaller the gap, the better the incorporation. To make these better than boxed brownies from a box, you are going to need, if you're making a double batch like me, the mix from 2 brownie boxes, 2/3 of a cup of coconut oil, 2/3 of a cup of water, 2 large eggs, a splash of vanilla, and some instant coffee. Then mix it until it is almost all the way incorporated. You don't want to over mix it. And then you're going to scrape everything down and incorporate the rest. If there's any kind of powder or anything left on the bottom, just mix it in with your hand tool. This is what it should look like before you put it in the oven. If you're doing the salted caramel like I am, you just squirt it on there like everywhere, and then take a knife and swirl it this way and then swirl it the opposite way, and then it looks really pretty, like leaves or something. Good. Bake these at 350 for about 45 minutes if you're making them in a double batch, but the goal is just to have a toothpick come out clean when you put it into the center. The whole house will smell fantastic, and everyone will come running when they come out of the oven. At least they do here. Look at the caramel on top.